The part of the Bates mission statement that speaks most to my experience is the part that says, Bates educates the whole person through creative and rigorous scholarship in a collaborative residential community. This speaks most to my experience and resonates with me because I came from a very student versus student, every man for themselves high school experience. So I was prepared to keep fighting for myself through the 4 years that I was going to spend at Bates. But when I got there, I was surprised and very happy to find out that it's a student for student experience where your faculty and all of your fellow classmates are really going to encourage you and help you reach your academic goals. I find myself not competing with the other people in my classroom, but only competing with myself to really push myself further. Also, the part of the statement that addresses creative and rigorous scholarship really speaks to my experience being a double major in both STEM and the arts, because I find that it's really rounding out my entire educational experience. Well, we're really excited to see you guys in the fall and can't wait.
The part that speaks to me the most is love of learning. Bates is the place where I experienced the most personal growth and development so far. And I say that because learning at Bates is not limited to the classroom. In fact, the campus as a whole feels like a big classroom where members are continuously learning and teaching each other. I learned so much about social justice issues while eating in commons, and I learned so much about healthy communication while sitting with a friend in a hammock. And as a first generation college student, I grew up to learn the value of education and to never take it for granted. And that also allowed me to find so many learning opportunities on campus, everywhere and every day. And the most valuable lesson I learned at Bates is how limited my perspective was, and in many ways still is. And that motivates me every day to learn more and do better and help others do so as well. I believe that Bates did not only teach me stuff, but it also taught me a lot of the skills that I need to continue my learning journey on my own beyond the Bates experience.
The line that sticks out to me the most, or maybe resonates best with me, that's in the Bates mission statement, is the one about responsible stewardship of the wider world. I like that line because it highlights our commitment to being active members in finding solutions to the problems that we face as a global community. And if you look back at Bates's history, that's been true for almost its entire existence. Social justice, environmental justice, gender justice, these are causes that we're expected to advance with the education that we receive here. But I'd also like to extend that line to include self-stewardship as well. While you're here, make sure you're crafting yourself to be the best person you can be, because at Bates, we have the resources to do that.
And I want to talk about what the mission statement of Bates College means to me and how important that kind of resonates with who I am and what I'm trying to pursue in life. I think the mission statement in itself is really, really powerful with just the way that Bates kind of handles its students. I think that it really talks a lot about, our dedication to civic action and doing a lot of community work within the school. One thing I really enjoy about the mission statement is the section that says, with ardor and devotion, we commit to understanding the power of our differences. And I think that's really, really important and crucial, especially during a time like this, because of the fact that we're living in a time period where there's a lot going on with racial differences in the country. And I think it's important to remind students and people that are associated with Bates that our mission statement indicates that we have a commitment to fight against those issues. And I think collectively we have been doing that. We have been doing the work. We have been spreading the news. We have been supporting the students, which I think is really fascinating and amazing to know that the school that I go to, where I'm not really used to that kind of support, is actually really encouraging me to contact them and to let them know with everything that I need. So it's really, really powerful and really supportive and comforting to know that a school that I go to, that I cherish and appreciate so much, also cherishes and appreciates my presence and my issues and my intersectional identities.
So there's an unspoken understanding at Bates that a very individualistic and ambitious and cutthroat approach to college is both limited and limiting. Rather, we collectively dedicate ourselves to being a living and learning community that tends to one another and the world around it with ardor and devotion. Through tournaments and parties and exams and group projects and blizzards and homesickness, you will learn that how you treat your fellow Batesies will become who you are here. As a result, you will never encounter such generosity of spirit and excellence of character than here at Bates.